Hello there, my friends. I often get asked how it is that I can write one and sometimes two books in a month. And today's video is going to outline how I do that in the hopes that you can do it too. In full context, I have been writing for 11 and a half years. I published my first book in February 2014, which was The Reluctant Wolf. And I have been publishing on average, self-publishing, of course, but I've been publishing on average about a book a month since that time. It's a lot of books. And one of the things that keeps me going in doing this is that I do have a routine. Now, I've discussed before in other videos that I am a pantser. So basically, I have my pictures down here. I have an idea on who I want to pair up and why. That's it. That's all I need. Start writing. And that is the key, I suppose, the key to writing so much, so often. I do not use AI for anything in my stories. I don't believe that AI could come up with some of the storylines that I can come up with. I don't believe that AI is capable of creating well fleshed out, well thought out, relatable characters, which is probably the keystone to what I do. So everything I do is thanks to these and thanks to this. This is a Sunny, don't know what brand. My eyesight's not good enough to be able to see what it is. There is a model number on the back, but I can't see it. But anyway, basically it's a dictaphone. Okay, because the key element to being able to write a book a month is that you have to write. But sometimes that's not possible, is it? I am really lucky. I am a full-time author. Me sitting in this chair, this is what I do all day, every day, 7 days a week. I love it. It's what I do. And sometimes I spend time in my garage because I also craft and do art and things on the side. But, I'm not glued to this chair. But the thing is, the first thing you have to do is you have to get words on the page. Now, what I do, and I have definitely found this has increased my output every month, is I will think of a scene, any scene, the next scene in my book that I'm writing. And then, this is going to sound really weird, but I can't sit here and dictate. I don't know why. And I was talking to a friend of mine who also does dictation, that she's just learning. And she said the same thing. Like, I can't do it if I think somebody's watching me, which is really weird in my case because I live by myself. But I will go into the bedroom, into my bedroom, and I will sit there and face the wall and I will dictate a scene. Now, when I'm dictating, I'm not trying to get it perfect. What I'm doing is I'm laying out the framework of the scene as it comes into my head. So as I'm talking, I'm thinking, I'm getting, and it all gets down on here, right? And then this thing, which I love, has a handy dandy USB connector, which then, boom, goes into my computer. It shows up on my computer as an external hard drive, and I can drag the file from here, put it into a transcription program. I do not use Word Transcribe, although you can. I don't, because Word Transcribe does not like swear words or adult content. And I've been known to write both. So I use another transcription program. I then copy and paste my text from there into a Word document and I edit it. And what I find is that on average, if I talk for about 10 to 15 minutes, I have about 2,500 words done. And by the time I've edited it, Because, of course, when I can see it on the page, then I can go back and think, and I'll be thinking, oh, and I'll add little bits in, and I'll tweak little bits around and what have you. And after about an hour of editing, I have 3,000 words worth of content. Now, I can't write 3,000 words of content in an hour. You may have amazing typing speed, but I have arthritis in my fingers and I cannot type that hard or fast. And this is one of the ways where I can get out large amounts of words, and yeah, and it works. So if you're short of time, see, this is something else. Maybe you have a busy day. Maybe you have another job. But you could, snatch 5 minutes here and there and record your scenes as you're thinking about them, because our subconscious works on our stories all the time. Then you just go home that night and transcribe them, and you've got words done. Wouldn't that be cool? You could be doing it while you're sitting in the park with your kid, watching your children play in the park. You could be snatching 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. It's no different to scrolling on your phone, so you might as well, because this is getting something positive done. But that is the key point to how you get so many books out so frequently, is you have to write. You can't think about it. You can't plan to do it. You've actually got to commit to do it. And I suppose that's the second point. You have to commit to doing it. And that means making your writing a priority. As I say, I'm very entitled in that respect, because I have now, because of the earnings I make from my writing, I can live alone. I don't have to work outside of the home. I can do what I like. I can get up when I like, go to bed when I like. And yes, there are times I am still editing or writing at 11:30 or 12 o'clock at night, because that's me. But if you have a busy life, and most people do, then being able to prioritize, whether it be half an hour in the morning, half an hour at night, whether it be your lunch break or whatever else, you need to make a commitment to putting words on the page. And I'm going to say you need to do that at least 5 days a week. Now, I know I've talked before and many times, and I do believe this, that if you just did 5 minutes a day, if you wrote 100 words a day or 500 words a day, your book would rack up in no time. Now, admittedly, you were not going to get a book out in a month, but those words do all add up. But that consistency is the second major key. Not only are you getting your word count higher, you are also training your brain that this is something you want to do. And when your brain realizes that, and you're generating that writing habit, then it will be working on your story in the back of your head, so that when you do come to write, you will find those words will come a lot easier. And really, that's it. I know it sounds really simplistic, but that honestly is it. To write a book a month, you need to be consistent. You need to be committed to what you want to do. And you basically just need to do it. I have seen on YouTube so many videos going about, oh, you can do a video, do a book in a week or a day or whatever else with AI. But why on earth would you want to generate that crap when you can tell the stories that come from your heart, that come from your imagination, put them out into the world, out on the page first, then out onto the world. And you can do it yourself. You can write truly unique stories. All AI can do is regurgitate what's been done before. That's how it's trained. So if you're keen on doing the same thing, then you need to be writing. You need to be committed to your writing. And you really would help for you to be consistent in your writing too. It's got nothing to do with how many words you can type a minute. As I say, I do this pretty much every day. And by talking into this for 10 to 15 minutes, and then coming and spending an hour editing it, so I've got 2,000 to 3,000 words, I can write 2 books at the same time, because I do have the time to do that twice in a day. I can get up in the morning and potter about and do my bits and pieces. And then I can come along and I'll do this for one story. And then I might go into my garage for an hour or 2 and play with paint and paper or resin or whatever else it is that I'm doing. And while I'm doing that, I'm thinking about my other story, because then I'll come back, do this again, have some dinner, sit there and edit in the evening, and boom, I can do up to 6,000 words in a day easily. And the thing is you could do it too. So if you want to know that, how it is that I write so many books so quickly, that is why. Because it is my life. It is what I do. And while it doesn't have to be your life, it does need to be a part of it. You do need to make it a priority. And honestly, if you really want to write that book, even if it's your first, don't you think you deserve to do it? Because I know I think that. But anyway, my friends, I'm afraid there's no magic button. There's no magic bullet. But if you've got that story percolating in your brain, then maybe it's time you started putting it on the page. If you'd like some help with that, I put out long form content on Mondays and Thursdays. And if you hit the subscribe button, then you'll know when my next video is coming out, especially if you hit the little notification bell. If you did find this helpful, although I'm not quite sure how helpful this video has been, but if you did think it was helpful, then please tickle the like button. And if you've got any questions, then definitely ask me below, because I am more than happy to answer. I might even, if you've got ideas for video topics that you would like me to see me do, then again, yes, definitely put them down in the comments too. And yes, if I'm asking you to do that because I want you to help me with the YouTube algorithm. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna say that's not true, because it is. But the other thing is too, is I like to think that this is a bit of a community, where, I still think fiction writing is an art, and it is something I love. And I know for me personally, it's changed my life in so many ways in the last 11 and a half years. And I'm not going to stop doing it. So if you want to come along for the ride, then we'll see you in the next video. But in the meantime, keep writing, my friends. Bye.